So last weekend, I decided to drop by my Aunt Mildred's house because she was hosting her weekly knitting club. Now, Aunt Mildred's Knitting Club is a group of retired ladies who gossip more than they knit, but they're harmless enough. Right away, though, I noticed something was a bit off. There was an unusual buzz in the air, and I'm not talking about the sound of knitting needles clicking together. The ladies were clustered around a table, not with their usual cups of tea, but instead with their eyes glued to a pile of yarn. As I got closer, I saw that the yarn was arranged in a curious manner. It wasn't just tangled, but seemed to be forming words. It all started when Doris, a sprightly 75-year-old with a penchant for conspiracy theories, pointed out that the yarn had somehow spelled out "unravel the truth." This got the group into a tizzy. They started speculating that the yarn was trying to communicate something important. I couldn't help but chuckle as I watched them dive into deep discussions about the yarn's message. Things took an even stranger turn when the yarn started somehow forming what looked like tiny protest signs. "Down with the loose ends." One sign seemed to say. Another spelled out, "Stop stringing us along." The ladies were in an uproar, some convinced that the yarn had gained sentience and was trying to start a revolution. Aunt Mildred, ever the pragmatic one, suggested they might have been knitting too long and perhaps needed a break, maybe a nice game of bingo instead. Just when I thought things couldn't get any more ridiculous, my Aunt Mildred, ever the wisecracker, stood up and declared, "Well, it looks like we've found ourselves in a yarnarchy." And with that, the entire knitting club burst into laughter, realizing that perhaps they were indeed knotting up the truth, one stitch at a time.